Alrighty, hey guys, welcome back to another CK3 introduction video, and we just did the war video. Now we're gonna do the battles video. Like I said before, I like this format of kind of like building the hype up that the developers are using, and also I like how they're using community members to do it. Like I always state, I wish the best of luck for every community member that was commentating on any of these introduction videos. Can't wait to see their videos. You know what I mean? I'm going to try to learn something from them as well because they haven't played CK for a while. And like I said before, I am going to create a lot of content on this game. It's going to be the first CK or Crusader Kings game that I take very seriously. But yeah, without further ado, the video will be in the description. And let's see what they have to say.
Welcome knights, ladies, and lords. I'm Pixelated Apollo and I'm collaborating with Paradox Interactive to bring you a series of tutorial videos about Crusader Kings 3. In today's video, I'm going to be showing you how battles work. When at war and your army meets an enemy's army in the same region, they will clash into a battle. Once in battle, it will be fought in 3 phases: the maneuver, main phase, and aftermath. The maneuver phase occurs at the start of the battle and indicates the time it takes before the main phase begins. The main phase is when...
Now check this out. So I've said this before in another video, I'm going to say it again. So what if, right, we took all the complexity of like diplomacy and all of that from Crusader Kings and then just put it together with like, let's say kind of like the sandbox slash kind of action gameplay of Bannerlord and just put it together, or Mountain Blade in general, right? And just put it together, right? Like the battles would be kind of like how Mountain Blade does it, and the diplomacy and all the, you know, all the in-depth things like that will be how Crusader Kings does it. I feel like, you know what I'm saying? I feel like that would be such a good game. That'd be such a good game if you put it all together. You know what I mean? It would just, because I feel like this right here is kind of like the kind of the equivalent to send troops that we have in Bannerlord. And the reason I mention Bannerlord a lot is because I am a Bannerlord creator, so it's kind of where I come from, right? But yeah, let's continue.
When the fighting happens, soldiers, knights clash on the battlefield, and it will end when one side has become casualties or have decided to retreat off the battlefield. After that, we enter into the aftermath phase. Once one side has won, the victor will run down as many retreating soldiers as possible. When your army is in a battle, you will be able to see all of the advantages your army has, and it will also show all of the advantages that the enemy has.
So counters, enemy defense terrain advantage, commander, you have the skill bonus, the battle roll, leading own soldiers. It's like a morale boost. So I'm guessing the advantage is kind of like morale, right? It's like the bigger morale you have in Mountain Blade, the better chance you have to win, regardless kind of numbers, right? Their advantage, they're defending in the wetlands. So I'm guessing they're better in the wetlands. Okay, they got the building advantage. And you got a better battle roll. Okay, pretty cool, pretty cool.
For example, your commander's martial skill and trades can give you a huge advantage over your opponent. Martial ability indicates how good a character is at waging war and leading armies in battle. Terrain can also give you a big advantage over your enemy. In Crusader Kings 3, you can hover over regions and see what terrain type they are, and use that against your enemy. For example, in the region of Truly, the terrain is wetlands. With that in mind, I could use this terrain as a defensive advantage against an attacking army. Knights are another important element to your medieval army. Knights are nobles that join your army to fight alongside your soldiers. During battles, the knights use the...
Yeah, like these guys are pretty much like the little, like the OP guys, right? And then you obviously have the men at arms that you can train, and the levies are just kind of like recruits, just basic, right? So yeah, they did talk about this in a different video. Very, very cool.
The prowess skill, which is an indicator of how much damage they will inflict on your enemies and also their chances of surviving the battle. The higher the prowess skill, the better. You can also improve your knights through your ruler's knight effectiveness. Battles can be very unpredictable, and to simulate that in Crusader Kings 3, there are dice rolls. Every 3 days of battle, dice are rolled, ranging from 0 to 10, though traits can modify that range.
Is that the
Each
battle
point of
advantage or the
advantage a
battle
side
roll?
has more than the other increases their damage output by 2%. But
Okay.
wars are not only fought in pitch battles, but in sieges as well, especially in the medieval era. Sieges happen when an army surrounds a fortified holding. Depending on the fort level, garrison, and the size of the attacking army, sieges can last for some time. As you starve out your enemies, you will see the siege progress HUD, which indicates how long a siege is going to take. Now keep in mind that if your army is much larger relative to the garrison force and or has siege equipment, the siege process will be much faster, which is ideal if you have a lot of holdings to capture. Whether your army is on the attack or on the defense, you always want to pay attention to rivers. Rivers can give a defensive army a huge advantage over the attacking army. In fact, if you find your army greatly outnumbered, your best bet might be to hold a river. It can turn a likely defeat into an amazing victory. Thank you guys so much for watching today.
There it is, man. Going through it, spitting the quick facts, getting all that, done. But yeah, again, like I said before, I enjoy these videos. It just gives me kind of an introduction, like I said before. The other Crusader King, games, I played when I was a kid, but I wasn't, I was just playing for fun. I really didn't understand much, wasn't getting anywhere. But this game I do want to take seriously, and I do want to provide content in terms of like tutorials. So as I was saying, someone just called me, sorry about that. What I did want to provide when the game does come out is tutorials, dev news, and update reviews and stuff of that nature. But if you enjoyed this video, let me know any questions, any concerns, and like always, stay safe.